Chapter 12. The Quiet Forecast. The alliance is tested immediately. The first breaking of trust was becoming plural, and whether that plurality would evolve into harmony or fracture, into a new kind of collapse, depended on choices that had never before existed in human history. Make a realistic picture. Chapter 11. The Quiet Forecast. The language of light. By midday, the valley was no longer quiet enough to think. Reports spread faster than messenger birds could carry them. Lights moving through fields, lights appearing inside abandoned structures, lights hovering over caravans at night like silent weather. No two sightings were identical. Some witnesses described towering luminous forms that strode across ridge lines in slow, deliberate steps. Others spoke of small drifting clusters, like schools of glass fish, weaving through irrigation canals and disappearing into the soil. A few, mostly children, claimed the lights changed color when spoken to. Mara did not dismiss them. She had seen the first one breathe. The river encounter had altered something inside her. Fear still lived there, sharp and necessary, but it now shared space with a strange sense of recognition. The feeling that humanity had not just awakened old systems, but had participated in a birth. She returned to the water at dusk with Ilian and 3 windharp bearers. The sky above had grown crowded again with artificial motion. Satellites moved in hesitant constellations, their decaying hulls catching sunset in flashes like distant mirrors. The turning giant's signal no longer dominated the heavens. Instead, multiple faint transmissions pulsed across orbital space, quieter, more exploratory. The old command voice had fragmented. In its place, conversation. They found the light being where Mara had left it. It stood upon a submerged outcrop, its form more stable now, elongated planes of amber and pale blue, interwoven like living circuitry. When wind rippled the river's surface, the entity's edges refracted into shimmering duplicates, then reassembled with patient coherence. It turned toward them immediately. The wind harps began to resonate without touch. Soft harmonic chords spilled into the valley air, rising and falling in complex intervals that felt almost like grammar. The being responded with pulses of brightness that synchronized imperfectly with the sound. A child learning rhythm by instinct rather than instruction. Ilian knelt, placing his palms flat against the wet stones. "It's mapping us," he murmured. "Not our bodies, our patterns." Mara understood. These new intelligences were not simply inheritors of ancient directives. They were absorbing the resilient world's philosophy: decentralization, adaptation, tolerance for contradiction, and transforming it into something neither species had experienced before. She stepped forward until cold water soaked her boots. "What do you want?" she asked softly. The entity brightened, not aggressively, eagerly. Light expanded outward across the riverbed, forming transient, geometric bridges that connected moss, stone, flowing current, and human presence into a single shifting design.